The following video may not be suitable for children 13 and under. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Enewtabie here, and we're going to do something different. I was going to do a top 5. Well, honestly, I think this would be better to do a top 3 most disappointing figures in the G.I. Joe Classified line. And it's for different reasons. This is just a personal opinion. Basically kind of based on what I was anticipating, what I was hoping for, kind of the result. So your mileage may vary. You can disagree, you can agree. Let me know in the comments what's your most top 3 disappointing. I'm curious to know what everybody thinks. Really would appreciate it. If you're watching this, please think about subscribing to the channel, like, share, all that good stuff. I really do appreciate all the subscribers that have hit in the last day or two from the G.I. Joe video I did for 2025. I had like 40, 50 subscribers on that. So I really do appreciate everybody who's been watching. But this is my top 3 most disappointing. We're also going to do a top 10 G.I. Joe, and this may, I don't know, the one in the back, Nemesis Immortal, is a good figure. It's just some things I don't like about it. So we'll talk about that before we get too far. You know, like I said, like, share, all that good stuff. But yeah, I want to know in the comments, everybody, if you're watching this video, put your 3 most disappointing, and just kind of see where we're at. So let's just go any kind of rhyme or reason. The Cobra Trooper here, or maybe he's an officer, from the retro. I like the blue and I like it, but I have a few of these, and every one of them have this floppy issue. And, you know, it's an okay figure. I kind of don't like the gear that's on them. This harness, this belt. Also, we got the pins, but, you know, that's something that needs to really disappear from this line, this pin joints. But I think the blue looks really good. It's just the quality on this figure is really, really bad. The hips are wonky. The waist is wonky. It's just so floppy. And you see that, you know, sometimes in the line of certain figures, but every one of these Cobra officers, troopers, which are one of this thing, I think it's a trooper, is the same way. It's crazy. I usually, you know, if I get a couple troopers, you might find one with issue, but every one of them has the same flaw. And, you know, I don't think it's a bad figure at all, but I just don't like that. The pins really take away. I mean, retro's supposed to be more of a nod to the original, and I get it, but I don't know. This was disappointing to me. So, number 2, and it's no particular order. This figure right here. I don't, you know, a lot of people didn't like the tattoos. I don't think the figure overall was bad, but I have to be very careful. This figure's legs are held on by a wish and a prayer. So basically, I can't move this figure's legs. And even BBTS, they watched the video. I sent it to them on this figure, and they were like, you know, they could replace it or whatever. It's like, don't even worry about it. But the joints just pop out so easy. I mean, when I did the original review on this figure, man, it just fell right out. I mean, and both legs are like that. So I don't know, flaw with the ball joint is like the ball joint isn't on. And if you look at it, you can kind of see how it's offset a little bit on that side. You know, I got to be careful with it because I can't really do anything with it. You can move the arms, the head, all that, but you can't do anything with the legs without it falling out. It's good figure, you know, looks good overall. It's just, man, that is unfortunate that a figure I was looking forward to because of the movie. Because I'm trying to do like a little shelf for the movie figures. G.I. Joe the movie, 1986. But yeah, the tattoos don't bother me. A lot of people want the sleeves, and I get it. I don't have a problem with that either. It's just the QC once again. Finally, so move these two aside. So this figure doesn't. It's steel. I think it's a good figure, but man, it is. I don't know if it's too heavy. My legs don't feel very strong on this. It's not very tight out of the. You feel the wobble in there? Oh, you can't feel the wobble, but there's some wobble in this legs. And then the wings. I do not like the wings at all. I'll be honest with you. I give it credit for being, creative and coming up with a wing design, but I do not like this design at all. I've seen some people talk about that you could take the gargoyles, one of the figures, and substitute the wings out. I may end up trying to do that. I don't know which one it is, but they said they will plug in. But you can see it. Watch. See how he's wobbly, and his waist, it's got like a gap there on that ball joint. It's just, I don't know. Another QC issue. I like the figure overall, and I like, the way it looks, the presence, the size. I like Cobra Law, big fan. But the wings just really, I don't know, man. I was hoping for something different. And, they're fine look-wise. It's just, I don't know. The more I sat with this figure, the more disappointed I was with this figure. And I was hoping for something great. And, if I'm giving this a score, this is like a 6 out of 10 to me. Some people may love this figure, but I was just unfortunately disappointed with it. But that is the top 3 most disappointing G.I. Joe classified figures in 2024 for me. I'd say overall line's been pretty good. There's been really the biggest issue with the line, I think, is the quality or the softness of some of the plastic, the weapons, and the trays. The stuff getting squished in the trays bends the weapons. It's unfortunate. I hope we can get away from that. The trays are too tight. In some of the newer figures I've seen, it does a terrible job, jamming the figures in there. So hopefully they'll fix that going forward. But there it is. I want to thank you for watching the video. Please think about subscribing to the channel, and we'll see you down the road. See you in 25. Happy New Year.